Yo guys, what's up? New YouTube video. New YouTube video. Your boy Zeke here. Yeah, boy Zeke. Anyways guys, so basically just finished watching Stranger Things Season 2. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm a big 80s fan. Like, nostalgia of the 80s, that's my thing. Like, I literally wish I lived in the 80s, man. This song right here, that's my jam, bro. You know what it is. Anyways, guys, so basically, this episode on my channel, second video on the channel, is basically going to be like, a lot of you have been asking me, how do you become an actor, and what are you doing, what is like your life entail and all that. So basically, we're going to get into it. Stay tuned, my goons! So guys, as you can see, my hair here is inspired by 11. Yeah, boy, you know what it is. I call it the Demogorgon lock. So basically, it gives you the power to fight up the Demogorgons, bro. Yeah, guys, so basically, I'm going to go over what does the life of an actor entail. So first of all, if you want to be an actor, you should be studying on your craft. That is tip number 1. Boom! Tip number 1. Imaginary number 1. Anyways, guys, so tip number 1 is you gotta be studying on your craft. You either need to be going to school, going to a studio. Your body is an instrument, and you need to, like anything, like if you were playing the violin or the guitar, or you're an athlete, you need to practice, and practice makes perfect. There's no such thing as perfection because you can always be better tomorrow than you are today. But step number 1, you need to practice. So the best places to do that, find a local studio, wherever you're living, whether you're living in Los Angeles or in San Diego or my goons in Ottawa or in Europe. There's studios everywhere. Find a local studio, find a local school, get to it and start practicing. Number 2, the best thing to do as an actor is to get your credits. Essentially, your credits are time on screen, whether you are a co-star or a lead or even an extra. It's always good as an actor to become comfortable with the camera. Whether you're starting off as an actor or whether you're an experienced actor, becoming comfortable with the camera is a must. The camera and you must become one. It's a cohesion. It's like yin and yang. It's an equilibrium. It is a void and you express all your deepest, darkest desires. Anyways, guys, so that's number 2, getting comfortable with the camera. So, in terms of number 2, what you can do. So essentially, there's a variety of things. Here in Los Angeles, it's a lot harder because everyone comes here to do acting. So the criteria and the requirements to get an agent are much harder. But that's not the only thing you can do. There are a variety of websites, casting websites. For example, Backstage. Actors Access is a huge one. LA Casting. There's a bunch of other casting websites. I'll definitely link them in the link below if you guys are interested in them, but definitely in this description below. But there's a lot of things. So what happens once you acquire, your credits? So you get your time on set, on screen. You've done a lot of projects. You start submitting to agencies. The best way to submit to agencies is 1, via email, or 2, via mail, which is the standard. Via mail, you ship it through the posting and you ship it to an agency. They receive your headshot, maybe send them a little postcard. There's a lot of things that you can do. However, in the technology-dominated society that we currently reside in, yeah, so they currently reside in, there is technology. Email is very useful. So basically what happens is you submit to an agency your headshot. Your headshot is something that you acquire. It basically shows off your head. There are 2 different types of looks. There's theatrical and there's commercial. And basically theatrical and commercial are the 2 looks that you can compose, and basically gives a generalization of your typecast to a agent, and in the future, a casting director. So essentially how that works. 1 very important thing, guys, never typecast yourselves. A lot of people say that they have a certain typecast, but I think as an actor, we are versatile. There's a versatility to us and to what we do. So never typecast yourself, because you can do anything you put your mind to. You can become any character that you want to perceive. Thou art not true. Shakespeare. Anyways, guys. So basically what happens is when you submit to an agency, you start to have variety of different meetings. You meet with various agents, you see if that your visions click with each other and that they connect. And if they do, great. If they don't rush, don't pressure yourselves. Take your time. It's an opportunity. Having an opportunity to meet an agent is huge. It is very rare. Once an agent wants to work with you, that means you're a good actor and you're ready to take the next step. So guys, once you are signed by an agency, it doesn't end there. You still have a lot of work to do yourself. You still have to remain looking online and looking for opportunities for yourself. A lot of people think that once they sign with an agency, oh, it's over, it's done, I can put the phone down and basically wait for my agent to ring. It doesn't work like that anymore. There's a lot of opportunities with YouTube, with social media, with Facebook, so many posts. A lot of the roles that I've got, I don't have an agent currently, but a lot of the roles that I have acquired in the last couple months are through my own work, whether it was through Backstage or a variety of websites, casting websites, or on Facebook, various posts. You never know, guys. Post a video of a monologue or a skit of you acting. You never know who's watching. In our society, you never know who's watching. It's very important. So, once you acquire an agent, they're going to send you to an audition. An audition is usually conducted by a casting director. A casting director is an individual that is hired by the production company to find the suitable type that the director, and most importantly, the producer is looking for, because the producer is who produces and provides the income for the project. The director has an idea of who he wants the character to be, the writer as well, but essentially you go to an audition. If you do a great job in audition, guys, so guys, at an audition, please, if a casting director tells you, oh, could we try it this way, could we do this? You did not do a bad job, that's great, that's a great job, because that being said, when a casting director wants to see a different take on what you've just performed, they want to see how you work, see how versatile you are, how compatible you are, how easy it is to work with you, essentially. So that is a great thing. So don't think, oh, once you leave the audition, oh, she didn't like me or he didn't like me because they were asking me all of these questions. That's great. They want to see what you can do. They want to see where you can take the character. So that's a great job. Also, guys, when you are in an audition and you get to that point, let it go. Just like Sharpay. All of you goons know Sharpay in High School Musical. Let it go. Like the song, let it go, let it go. Yeah, I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but you know what I mean. Frozen, let it go. Just let it go, guys. Because the thing is, you're walking to an audition with nothing. Which means you could either enter an audition and gain something, or you could leave with nothing. So you have nothing to lose. So if you walk into an audition and it doesn't work, hey, guess what? Everything happens for a reason, guys. It's very important to understand that everything in this lifetime happens for a reason. A lot of people think, well, if I hadn't gotten this role, if you hadn't gotten the role, if you booked a certain role and you had gotten the role that you thought you wanted to book before, you would have never gotten that role. So everything happens for a reason, guys. And a lot of people think that, it's this, they didn't like my acting, they didn't like this. It's nothing to do with your acting. There's a variety of things that go. One is your aesthetics. So basically, how you look. If the character is blonde and you're not blonde, they're looking for a blonde character. If the character's a certain height and you're not that height, they're looking for a certain height. If a character has a certain tone or a character has a certain look, you're not that character. It doesn't mean you're a bad actor. You're great. It's just that's not what they're looking for. So guys, to wrap up the conclusion essentially, so once you go through all of that, you get a casting director, you get booked, and yeah, that's basically how the life of an actor works. There's a lot of waiting around, there's a lot of improving your craft, and it's not just like, there are some people that are lucky enough to have an income and just basically chill and relax and wait for auditions, but a majority of actors are working actors, so they have a day job, something that coincides with their audition schedule. So they will work during the day or they will work at night, because most auditions are usually from 12 to 6, work at night, and so they'll work at a restaurant. It'll be a lot of them are waiters. A lot of the famous actors, Johnny Depp used to sell pens for $50 a week before Nicolas Cage discovered him. Brad Pitt used to work at a chicken restaurant. There's a lot of different actors that worked a lot of variety of different jobs before they were actors. A lot of people think that why isn't it happening? Why isn't I not becoming an actor? Right? Well, first, from a philosophical standpoint, you are an actor. because you play a role in society, whether you're a student or a son or a daughter. So you are an actor. But the opportunity, everything happens for a reason, like I said before. So guys, a lot of people think that everything is an overnight success, but let's take an example. Chris Pratt was working for almost 20 years as a regular working actor before he got his big break in Guardians of the Galaxy. And a lot of people think that, oh my God, Chris Pratt, he just came out of nowhere. No, he's been acting for 20 years. He went through highs and lows and all of the struggles. So guys, please maintain your composure. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're all beautiful souls, and that's essentially how the life as an actor works. Oh, second thing, if you can't make it, say like a casting is in like China and there's a huge production going in China and your audition agent submits you to an audition, you can do a self-tape. So such a self-tape is basically like this. So you have a like introduction, you're like, hey, my name is Ezekiel and I'll be playing for the role of Jeremy. Essentially that. So you don't look at the camera, you look above the camera, you're like, hey, yeah. So you submit that, so that's basically like your introduction, and then you do your audition, so your reader's there, you look slightly above the camera, you just read to your reader, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And then you submit the tape, and if they like you, they call you for a callback, and then a callback, you usually have another go at it, and that's pretty much how it works. If they like you, they book you. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Casting directors always keep you in mind. So if one casting director didn't think you were right for one project, they'll keep you in mind for another project. Always be polite to whoever you're seeing in the audition room. It is very important, guys. The casting director's assistant could be the person checking you in. The director could be the person signing you in. Never be rude, never be disrespectful, always be humble, and remember where you came from, essentially, guys, okay? So, in that sense, stay tuned, my goons. You know what it is. Next YouTube video coming up soon, y'all. In the sleep, I hear the secrets that you keep. When you're talking in your sleep, I hear the secrets that you keep.